Hey, hi, good evening, friends. I am Sahil. I work for Distinct Destinations India. Because nowadays India is under lockdown and we are at home, we are working from home. I got some time today to show you guys, to share with you how we make butter chicken. Butter chicken is actually one of the best non-vegetarian dishes which is relished by every Indian. Rather, the tourists who come to India, they also love to have it. So let's begin with the cooking. So basically the preparation of butter chicken is divided into two parts. First is the marination and second is the cooking, which is further divided into two parts. One is roasting the chicken separately and second is preparing the gravy, then mixing both of them together. So right now we are going to make the marinade for the same, and after that, after some time, I'll let you know how much time will it take for marination. I'll show you the ingredients and other things which are required for the gravy and the roasting purposes. So first of all, this is approximately 1 kilogram of chicken. I've already done it. It is ginger garlic paste. These are cashews. These are not required now. This will be required later on while we prepare the gravy. This is red chili powder. This is hung curd. I'd already kept it for some time. This is salt, and this is some clarified butter, 1 lemon. First of all, what we will do is we will make slight incisions on the chicken pieces, not too deep. Well, this chicken that I am cooking today, this is the boneless chicken because butter chicken tastes better when the flesh is on the bones. If you can use boneless chicken as well, but I prefer only chicken with bones. So guys, I am almost done with splitting this chicken. Now there is one trick which I always use. Apart from making cuts on the chicken, I always use a fork and I make small holes on the chicken, because what happens when you marinate it and you cook it, the flavors, the salt, the spices, they all go in. So guys, I am done with this process as well. Now let's start with marinating the chicken. Okay. So first of all, I will be taking some ginger. Then you need to take about 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1.5 tablespoon salt. So this is the first marinade. What I'm doing is I'm going to use 1 lemon. I'll take some lemon juice. Then we'll mix it a bit and we'll keep it for about 10 minutes. So guys, 10 minutes are done. The first marinade is done. This is actually done in order to let the chicken absorb the flavors, that is some chili, some ginger garlic paste and all that, and lemon as well. Lemon is very important in this. Now is the second marination, wherein I'll first of all use some curd. I'll use all of it. This particular marinade some moisture, so at the time of cooking it, roasting it, it will not get dry. This will let the chicken cook with some liquid. Now I'll also put some chili powder again. There is some salt. Now I put this oil. Let's mix it well. But at this point of time, I would request you guys to use your hands for the marination, these particular ingredients that I have added, because you have to massage it quite well. If you use spatulas or something, the chicken will not be marinated properly, so I'll have to use my hands. So So guys, the marination is done, and now we have to keep it for minimum of 4 to 5 hours, but I prefer to keep it overnight, or if possible keep it for 24 hours, because the more you will keep it, the more flavor you will have in your gravy. At this point of time, now we'll have to keep it covered in a refrigerator, and during this step we will put some water in the cashews, because this is an important part of the gravy. So let's add some water to it, the cashews. So now both chicken and cashews will rest for good 7 to 8 hours, because now I'll cook it tomorrow. So hey guys, this is day 2 now, and my chicken is all set, marinated, ready to go in oven for next 40 to 50 minutes, and I'll grill it. So let's begin with the process. And yeah, the oven is already preheated. So right now, first of all, I am cooking it at the high rack. Later on, in between, after 15-20 minutes, I will keep it on the low rack. Let's go ahead with the further process of making the gravy. So for the gravy, I have taken 8 to 9 medium-sized tomatoes, 1 onion, 6-7 garlic cloves, 1.5 inch ginger, a few green chilies, 4 to 5 as per your taste. Cashews I had already soaked earlier. This is 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste. I have mixed 1 tablespoon red chili powder, 1.5 tablespoon salt. This is 2 tablespoon coriander powder. Then 1 tablespoon cumin seeds, 3 black cloves, and 5 to 6 black peppers. This is the fresh cream that we will be using at the end of the gravy. And these are some coriander stems, because this gives actually natural taste to the gravy, so I like to use the stems. Now let's start dry roasting our stuff. So to this mixture we also put the garlic, ginger and red chilies. Green chilies. So guys, after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the tomatoes and onions. This will be easy chopping, because I don't have to finely chop it. I have to keep it as rough as possible. And this process I'm doing because with this, these spices will start releasing the oil. I'll grind it, I'll make a powder out of it. With chilies it will be a bit of paste kind of thing. See, and now it has started changing the color. You will see the cumin seeds. So I'm off the heat right now. I'll just roughly tell you how to chop the tomatoes. Just 2 pieces. And as far as onion is concerned, it's only 1 onion that we are using. Made the paste. This is made the paste of the ginger, garlic, other spices that I had told you, along with cashew. So this is paste of that. I'll keep it aside right now. Now, as I told you, this is butter chicken, so there is no use of oil. We only use butter. So I will be using. It does not require that much frying right now. So to this, I will now be adding this mixture. Along with the freshly chopped tomatoes, onions and coriander leaves there. So this requires a very little frying, just sauteing just for about a minute and a half. After that I will cover the lid and let it steam for about 3 minutes, because we have to grind it as well. We have to make a fine paste out of it. So guys, my chicken is half done, almost half done. So I'll just put some butter on it while it's getting dry. Also, at this point of time, we are required to flip all the pieces from the sides, because other side is cooking, but it still requires some time, some heat, so that on that side is also cooked and you get this charred flavor over it. So guys, I have flipped it over. Now I'll shift it again. Let's see how our tomatoes are doing. Yeah, so see, you can see the steam. So at this time we are going to add all this mix. This is red chili powder and salt. Now the ginger powder. Last but not least, coriander powder. Let's give it a nice stir. Now we have to, cook the spices, because I don't want the spices to be half cooked. Later on it will be simmered a bit, but it's better to cook your spices at this particular stage. So now guys, at this point, we can see little water from tomato and onions has started releasing from the spices as well. So we were frying it from, sauteing it from past 2-3 minutes. So this is the right time to off the heat, and we'll keep it to, we'll let it settle down for around 5-7 minutes, and we'll add some cold water to it after that, because we need to grind it. So guys, I have made the paste out of the tomato onion gravy, wherein I had also included the spice mix that I had earlier grinded. So now I have already actually filtered half of it. Now the second half of it, which I have to filter, I'll show you. Actually, we have to take out all the tomato skin, the hard parts. So now I have to stir it continuously. So see, this is something basic which I believe all of us are practicing at our respective kitchens while cooking. So guys, now you can see this is the fine paste that we have extracted out of all the mixture that we had made. So I'll first transfer this is approximately 3 tablespoon butter. I'll now shift this gravy. So we have to actually cook this gravy for another 5 to 7 minutes before mixing the chicken into it. So guys, our gravy has been cooking from past 5 minutes, and this is the time. Now we need to add in some water. So I am going to add approximately 1.5 cup or I mean, you will understand while cooking the consistency of the gravy. It has not to be too watery and not too creamy. So I will cook it for another 5 minutes. Meanwhile, let's take out our chicken. See, this is perfect now. Now you can see it is cooked from inside. It's white inside. So after 5 minutes we will be shifting our chicken into this gravy, and we'll further cook it for another 10 to 15 minutes on very low flame. So now I have shifted all the chicken in this gravy. Nothing much, just to give it a slight stir. We'll bring it to boil first of all, and then we're gonna keep it for 15 minutes on very low flame. So guys, it has been simmering from past 5-6 minutes, and my god, the fragrance is amazing, let me tell you guys. Wow. So guys, at this point of time, what I'll do, I'll just put some cream into it. Wow. Now you will see the color will change. Since this is chicken, so you cannot actually, move the ladle too much, because the chicken pieces can break. This is the one thing that I don't like about chicken. But anyways, it tastes good. So now I will keep it simmering for another 1.5 minutes, not much. So guys, this is the time. Now see, it is ready, and let me tell you, I tasted the gravy. It is so yummy. So please enjoy this recipe with your family, with your friends. Stay at home, stay safe, be happy. Goodbye.